Welcome back to For the Record. Joining me now is Franchezka Westwood, co-owner of HM Meal Prep in Greenville. Thank you for being here. Tell me about your business.
Okay, so we are a meal prepping company here in Greenville, serving the entire upstate. Our idea is to make delicious, healthy, balanced, and flavorful meals to help everybody that doesn't have the time or the ability to make food themselves. It can be great for those who are trying to lose weight, maintain weight, or just kind of stick to a healthier eating lifestyle as well.
So tell me how the company started and how you got involved with CommunityWorks.
Okay, so my brother and I started the business back in 2016, and it was more of a part-time thing. We saw the need of kind of providing that service here since there was nothing like it. And slowly we started growing just by very little bits. And then once we reached like the 5-year mark, we realized that we needed an actual storefront and somewhere to be more visible, because by then we were only an online business. People could order online and we would deliver to them, or they could pick up at the kitchen that we rented. But we didn't really have any exposure in the upstate. So once we reached that point, that's whenever we contacted CommunityWorks, and we went through them to be able to get an SBA loan. So we could actually get all the funding to open that business.
How hard would it have been to do that without CommunityWorks?
So we actually started without CommunityWorks. And it was very challenging because a lot of banks already expect you to have, huge profits and just kind of only support those who already have a huge track of years of, profitable and this and the other, mainly what big businesses already have, not small local business. And so once we got in contact with CommunityWorks, they really took us step by step onto what they needed from us. They also believed in our numbers and our possibility to succeed. And so they gave us the amount of money that we needed in order to make it happen.
Were you having pinch me moments when this was happening? Because this is your dream, your passion, your company. You've made this, and now you have someone who believes in you, CommunityWorks, and then helping you and guiding you and telling you what to do next. It had to be emotional.
Yeah, it definitely was, because at that point, we were almost giving up on the idea of having a storefront. We're like, well, I guess we're gonna have to stay stuck as we are for a few more years until we have like bigger track of records than the other. But then once they gave us that opportunity, and I finally saw the light of making it happen. Yeah,
that's amazing. During COVID and the time when so much was shut down, you guys were already set up to do what you're doing, right?
Yes, so whenever COVID hit, we were still working in the kitchen that we rented. And so we were still able to provide meals for people since we did delivery.
Yes,
exactly. So by then we were already ready to kind of open our storefront, but it was definitely not, the right timing.
Right.
So we were able to hold off and survive that year. Thankfully, we did great. We were able to help a lot of people.
Absolutely.
We even donated and did a lot of stuff for families that were in need. And then once 2021 kind of finished and we saw things were coming back to normal, that's when we started with CommunityWorks.
For the people at home watching and they hear your story and they're hearing about CommunityWorks, but they're scared. Do you understand that fear, and what do you say to them?
So starting a business can be scary, for sure, because you're jumping into something new. And honestly, from having an online business to a storefront, I feel like it's something completely new. But the good thing is that they will have your hand, and they will guide you through the different steps that you have to follow, either if it's through mentoring, either the different support that they have, or just making sure that you have all your numbers and all your documents in order to complete the steps that you have to make it a reality.
Yeah. I imagine that there's so many aspects of CommunityWorks that you didn't even need to utilize, but just knowing it was there if you needed it was huge.
Yes, it was good. And even, just extra talking to somebody about something else, kind of made you open your mind or realize that you could use that help even if you thought that was already taken care of.
Yeah. Were you surprised by the amount of, before you called CommunityWorks, were you surprised with the amount of roadblocks you were hitting?
Yes, definitely. We thought it was a lot easier based on how just things make it seem out there.
Right.
But it is not. It wasn't that easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you for sharing your story.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.